We are live from Las Vegas. I'm Diego Sanchez, president of HousingWire, and I'm here with a special guest. It's Tim Bowler, president of ICE Mortgage Technology.
Yep.
We've had these conversations before. I'm thrilled to talk to you again, Tim.
Great, Diego. Thank you for hosting me again. It's always great to connect. And it's excellent that we get the chance to connect here at the MBA conference with so many of our mutual clients and stakeholders that we interact with on a day in and day out basis.
That's right. I love it. So what are you paying attention to right now? What trends in the market are you thinking about, and what's impacting your business right now?
One word in that regard, scale. Our sense from engaging with our clients, our sense from the data that we're seeing is the market is getting better. And as you know, and everybody knows, the last 3 years have been rough. Like the environment's been challenging with home prices that have been stubbornly high, making affordability challenging, higher rates. But we're starting to see some changes in that environment that are really starting to re-energize activity across the industry. And right now, the number one thing that our clients are asking us is help us scale. Help our lending officers do more loans. Help our underwriters do more loans, because we want to be there to be able to capture a better purchase market, hopefully in 2026, and certainly a better refinancing market as long-term rates are starting to work their way down, and adjustable rate mortgages are starting to look more favorable as an alternative for those refinancing in the future.
So scale, that's a key word.
Scale is the consistent theme that I'm hearing from our client base at the conference and recently over the last couple of weeks, given the better environment we're looking at.
All right, so you're the president of ICE Mortgage Technology. You oversee a pretty wide range of technology across servicing and origination. When you hear your clients want to scale, how do you adjust your priorities for ICE Mortgage Technology in 26 to help them scale up?
Yeah. So there's 3 key areas. So first and foremost, it all starts with the data. It's basically helping our clients leverage their data, curate their data better, to be able to help them engage with their lending officers, to be able to help them engage with their underwriters, to be able to do more business and to be able to complete their tasks and their functionality faster. So thinking about it, putting yourself in a lending officer's shoes, you want to have all those core data sets at your fingertips to be able to know when to engage with a household that you helped get that mortgage. 2 years ago that might have a note rate at 7%, that right now might be in the environment that they could be more favorable for the refinance. Or that household that you engaged with 5 years ago that's in that 3% note rate, but you know what? They have a kid that's ready to go to college, and that a home equity loan might be right for them in the current environment, given the home price appreciation that they've had. For that underwriter, it's helping them get access to those core underwriting data sets faster and more efficiently and more structured, such that they can underwrite those loans faster, and they can scale up, particularly in an environment refinancing activities picking up, and you're going to want to get that loan closed faster. So it starts with the data, it starts with the tools. It's giving our clients better interfaces so they can look at that data sets more effectively and make decisions more crisply and cleanly. And then third, it's within the context of fulfillment. It's helping you fulfill faster. So it's better technology around e-close, it's better technology around e-notes. That is really those key things. So it's data, it's interface, and it's faster fulfillment.
I don't think people know ICE as a data company, but you're sitting on top of a lot of data.
100%. And it's, our clients are continuously pushing us to find ways to better curate the data that they might have. That sits in Encompass, or on the servicing side sits in MSP, unify those data sets to help them make more intelligent decision making. And that's why, my team has made a big push into business intelligence and offering better business intelligence modules to help our clients act faster, make better decisions. And then also, as they're thinking about their organization, measure themselves and their teammates much more effectively as to what's working vis-a-vis what's not, so you can make the right investments to help you scale.
You're also in a unique position where you are managing servicing and origination technology for your lending clients. And it's a unique time for that, because there are a lot of servicers who are really ramping up when it comes to originating from their book. So how does being able to integrate servicing and origination technology give you a leg up when you're working with your lending clients?
Well, the way I like to think about it is, how do we give our clients that are working with us the leg up? Right? Because the way we do that is basically provide a straight through process where a loan that might be sitting in our system of record for servicing, MSP, that a client uses, if they know that household is ready to refinance, or if they know that household is ready to take a home equity loan, how can we pre-populate that application? How can we leverage that data in MSP to pre-populate the underwriting process to make it faster so you get to a digital approval much more quickly, that file is manufactured faster, and to my earlier point, can be fulfilled quicker, such that that household, using the refinancing example, can get access to that lower note rate faster so they can start saving money quicker. And they can do that through a digital interface that's native to that lender that we can provide, that the household's working in, that's already serving as their interface for servicing data. And then the same thing holds true for home equity as well. It's how do you get a faster approval and a native interface that's easy to use, such that that household doesn't have to leave your ecosystem, that they're looking at day in and day out to help manage their loan. And that's through our servicing digital interface, to make it easier to actually take that next step in their home finance journey, get that home equity loan or get that refinancing done effectively, where they don't have to think, they don't have to do a lot of work, and it's easy to manage that process with you as the lender or as the servicer engaging with them.
There's so many lenders that are trying to differentiate by really serving their customers for life, and you have a technology platform that enables them to serve their customers for life.
100%. So they don't have to leave the ecosystem. So if you think about it as a servicer, you want to provide them a digital interface, a digital tool that allows that that individual to manage their loan. You know, through as they get services, they're making their payments, as they're querying what's my house worth, and be there when they're ready to basically take that next step in the housing finance journey, which could be, refinancing in the current environment. It could, as I mentioned, a home equity loan, or it can be that, that happy day when you pay off that mortgage, right? How do you get that payoff quote effectively done and processed as fast as possible? That's what we're delivering to our clients through our digital interface, Servicing Digital. And that comes within the context of this MSP infrastructure that we provide as a system of record. And now it's feeding directly back into Encompass to be able to turn that home equity loan around faster, to be able to turn that refinancing around faster. So your household never has to leave that digital interface and has a positive experience.
So maybe a more challenging question. Some of your competitors will frame ICE as legacy technology. How do you respond to that maybe criticism, with the facts about what's actually going on at ICE?
Well, first and foremost, it's just not true.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we provide the systems of record for the vast majority of the loans in the United States. We provide the system of record for the vast majority of loans that are being underwritten. We continuously deliver new technology, new digital interfaces, and integration across that core ecosystem. The amount of capital, the amount of investment that we've made at ICE over the last couple of years in integrating Encompass and MSP together, helping advance MSP as a standalone servicing system of record, helping advance Encompass as the core backbone of the LOS and the ecosystem, it's been tremendous. And people are seeing that with better latency, they're seeing the better resiliency, they're feeling much safer about those systems of record from a InfoSec or a cyber perspective. And as we just talked about, they're also seeing how they can bring this all together to help keep that customer for life. They're having that native digital integration, that interface that leverages off of the system of record for servicing and origination.
Yeah.
So I'm really thrilled with where we are today, our roadmap, and just the advancements that we've made over the last couple of years. The only way we're going to continue to have success is by partnering with our clients and continuing to invest. You know how fast technology moves. I mean, history's got a myriad of examples of folks in the technology business that have moved slowly or drifted away from their clients. And I'm just going to be relentless in my seat as the executive to make sure that that's not the case at ICE Mortgage Technology.
So as you think about the product roadmap and all of these things that you're building and connecting at ICE, how do you balance innovation with being the system of record for so many of your clients?
Well, that for me, that's easy. And I stress that with my team in my 3 I's, which is, every day in every way, I tell my teammates, you got to come in and improve what you're working on today. So if you're working on MSP, you got to make certain that you're improving that core, that core interface, that core client experience with MSP. If you're working on Encompass, you're working every day in every way to try to improve that. Secondly, relentlessly find opportunities to integrate, because that's where the value is going to come from. somebody that originates a loan in Encompass that might sell servicing. Well, if that buyer of those servicing rights is on MSP, having those data sets and those documents flow natively from that Encompass instance at the seller, at that IMB that might be selling those servicing rights onto the MSP servicer without error, tremendous value. It makes the servicing rights much more valuable. And my third I that I stress to my team is innovate.
Yeah.
Know the workflows. Know what your clients are doing.
Getting some mood lighting here.
I know, it's kind of nice, right? It's not even cocktail hour yet, Diego. But it's like innovate. And innovation comes from actually knowing your clients' workflows.
Yeah.
So it's making certain that you understand in granular detail how your clients are processing their workflows, to find ways to advance new technology, whether that be at the front end with the household experience, whether it's teeing up the loan for underwriting, or whether it's in fulfillment, or as you migrate over to servicing. It's basically finding ways to innovate to help the customers, digitally self-serve. That's the one theme I continue to hear from our servicing customers is continue to help us partner to help our clients help themselves with digital self-service, because that delivers a better client and household experience.
All right, let's wrap with what's next. So you've been spending a lot of time and investing a lot in connecting your servicing ecosystem with the origination ecosystem. What comes next for ICE in terms of innovation and your roadmap?
You know what? I'm going to go back to the theme that we just talked about at the beginning of the conversation. What's next is helping our clients better scale.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back to a point that I just made to you around better digital interfaces. So, and I'll circle in on this one because our servicing clients are really focused right now on, Tim, can ICE help us give us better household tools, better digital interfaces, better predictive analytics, so we can meet our clients where they're at within the context of something that might be happening in their life and loan journey with a digital interface. Whether that be when things are right and refinancing, or if a household's facing a hardship, give them a digital interface that they feel comfortable with managing that, helping manage that hardship or think through that hardship around either loan forbearance programs, loan modifications, or what have you. So it's really trying to find ways to leverage that, underlying those data sets, better predictive analytics, to be able to deliver better digital interfaces to household. That's what I think is going to help our clients scale. That combined with all the other investments and innovation that we're doing is going to really deliver real value for the clients that choose to work with ICE.
All right, so my takeaway is scale.
Scale.
Let's scale it up.
That's it. We're going to be there to help this industry scale as the markets get better.
All right, Tim, so great to
Diego,
talk with you.
as always, a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.